There are people, our members are very courageous. We have done outreaches in Lagos. And we know how difficult it is because there's somebody who believes that Lagos belongs to him. So we did outreach in Alaba International Market, where you have a lot of supporters for B2B. And there's one of our nurse who is very courageous. I think her name is Mrs. Anita. You know, she championed the outreach in Alaba International Market. And during the outreach, they were attacked by thugs who threw stones at them and disrupted the outreach. You'll have thought that she would give up, but she didn't. Instead, she chartered buses and took people who were willing to register for PVC to the nearest INEC center to register them. Okay, and then the same thing with another of our great members, Dr. Mrs. Risika Dosumu. She set up an outreach right at the backyard of our major opponent in Lagos, at Lagos Island. And we're able to carry out outreach there in Lagos Island with the banner of our Doctors for B2B, clearly seen with your picture, Mr. Excellency.
Dr. Kocha.
And the picture of
your minute is almost running out. Can you summarize, please? Dr. Kocha,
yes,
summarize.
Let me finish. I'll finish. Just hold on. Let me talk to our Vice President. So we have very many people who have been supporting you and who are there to help move this movement forward. In Delta State, the same thing, where we have opponents that are strong, we have many members who are there. Dr. Francis Bakpa is the coordinator of Delta State and arranged many outreaches in Asaba, Delta State. The same thing in Imo State today. We have the 1 million march for the movement, for this, for your candidacy. And our own Dr. Kingsley Nwachukwu, Chukwu was there. He led a team of doctors in the march, and they were able to treat people who got injured during the process. These are the things members are doing freely. They volunteer freely to do all this, spending their money, spending their time. Also, so in Kaduna, we have Dr. Nuruddin Danjuma doing a great work. He has gathered about 1,000 doctors and medics, all going around, doing outreaches and doing town hall meetings, all to promote the logo of logo of Labour Party and logo of His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi. These are the things that we have been doing and we continue to do. And we also want to thank our able host, Dr. FERDNAND OSUAGWU, who has been able to organize the diaspora doctors who have donated freely their money to help us to carry out our mission in Nigeria.
Thank you, Dr. Kocha.
Yeah, so they have not given up on us. They are with us all through and through. Now, to round up my question, Your Excellency, because the host is on top of me. You won't allow me to talk, so I can explain everything to you in detail. A movement like this, we want to carry many people along because we know that election, we can't kid ourselves, it's a game of numbers. Yet, in the process of carrying people along, you want to maintain principles so that the movement we start does not lose its flavor in a situation whereby you cannot recognize it. So how do you try to carry people along and still maintain principle in a movement like this? Thank you, Excellency.
All right, thank you, Dr. Kocha. So Senator Dati, I will still yield to you to talk and then give, to respond to the questions. But I'll call on Dr. Uzoku. Dr. Uzoku, you have 1 minute just to give a brief opening remark, please. Let's keep it very short and precise. Dr. Uzoku is the national coordinator of the Meds and the Docs&Medics4Peter Obi. Dr. Uzoku, are you there? So Dr. Uzoagwu, you are muted. Can you talk?
Okay, Ferdinand, Dr. Ferdinand, good evening. Your Excellency, good evening, sir. Before I talk, let's allow Dr. Emeka Mandela to give us a little remark before I go ahead with my speech, please.
All right, Dr. Mandela, please. But let's keep it brief. Thank you. Dr. Mandela, are you there?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Your Excellency.
Hi.
Yeah, good evening. We've missed you.
Thank you.
All right. I greet the host. I greet the coordinator of medics and the coordinator of the doctors for Peter Obi. I greet every doctor on the platform and every health worker on the platform. I must say, people are really, really awesome. You are doing great work, fantastic work. Among all support groups, I think the medics and doctors for Peter Obi are one we can beat our chest to say are really, really outstanding. Your medical outreaches you've been doing and the sensitization programs you've been doing are all known to us. And we'll continue to encourage you wherever we can. I'm so happy that His Excellency is joining us today and joining you today. And he's going to be abreast with all the information and all the things you've done in the past. Please inform him and the things you're still going to be doing in the future. I know Your Excellency saw the outcome of IMO. Your Excellency, I saw you posted the Owerri 1 million match. I think the doctors of Peter Obi
There are too many people impersonating me on social media.
Owerri 1 million match, and I hope you will also be represented in all the whole state. Okay. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So what I want to say to the medics and doctors is, please, as the states are doing their 1 million march, just like Imo State was represented, please join them with your first aid team and ambulances. Is going to really be of tremendous help. And I know that we're going to need you guys doing the campaign team proper in terms of resuscitation teams and first aid teams that will join us during the campaign. His Excellency is here, and I know he would also make that consideration when we do the campaign council meeting. Thank you once more. I'm part of you. I will be here listening to His Excellency too. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mandela. And for those of you who don't know him, Dr. Mandela, he's a medical doctor too, and he's one of the shining lights in Labour Party. He's one of the youth leaders, and we are hopeful that he's going to represent our interest in the campaign also as we move forward. So Dr. Uzoagwu, I yield to you, please.
Okay, standing on all existing protocols, I welcome Your Excellency to our forum. Dr. Emeka, the Board of Trustees Chairman, clearly stated most of the things I wanted to say, but going forward, I wish to bring to your information that this group, we've actually done a lot. And probably I've been giving the Labour Party chairman and the secretary briefing of all we've been doing. The Docs&Medics4Peter is more like the official platform for all health workers. Now, what is our goal? We want to use this platform to reach out to the doctors in the hospital, the nurses, the pharmacists, med lab scientists, down to even the cleaner in the hospital, because politics is a game of number. And at the end of the day, we need the numbers. Now, what do we intend to achieve? Reaching out to about 100,000 health workers. And when we get the 100,000 health workers, what do we want them to do? To influence about 200 of their colleagues, 200 of their relatives, 200 of everybody around them. And that will give us about 20 million votes from the health sector. And we know that 20 million votes from the health sector will be enough for us to win this election. So with the way we are going, with the way we are recruiting our members, by the grace of God, we will be able to deliver block votes from the health sector. I wish to bring to the notice of Your Excellency that this is the first in the history of this country that health workers are coming together without minding any little differences. We're all coming together to say we want to deliver block food from the health sector using our health tool. Now, when I talk about health tool, I'm talking about the health outreaches. What do I mean by that? We reach out to villages in Gombe. We reach out to villages in Ebonyi. We reach out to villages in Plateau. We reach out to villages in Bayelsa with our health tool, which is the health outreaches. And at the end of the day, we give them rights to live. We give them a right to say, yes, I can be well. And when somebody is well, he can think of putting his hand on the ballot paper. That is what we've been doing. Now we finished the campaign, the PVC registration outreaches. What we did then was using the health outreach to reach out to every community, local government. Then we invite INEC to the vicinity and get them to register our obedient fellow. We succeeded by reaching out to 42 different locations across the country and 23 states. In fact, in Kaduna State, we did one straight week. And even we visited your hometown, being Zaria, and we did an outreach there. Now, what is our next plan? Still using our tool. We want to reach out to every ward in this country. We started last week, Saturday. We did one in Jigawa, did one in Lagos. On the 27th, another one is coming up in Delta State. And by next week also, another one is coming up in Kano. What are we going to do with it? We want to do health talk. We gather people in town hall meeting. We tell them, we show them, print stickers of Labour Party, show them this is Labour Party logo. Then we have designed our wristband. It came in yesterday, it's with us here. So when we go out to tell people in the town hall that this is Labour Party, we also give them the wristband. What will the wristband do for us? You know, you can't wear any Labour Party clothes to the election, but you can actually wear the wristband. And Labour Party logo is on the wristband there that we'll be sharing. So they will wear it to the election ground. And once they are looking at their wristband, they can vote what they see there. That is our strategy. Now, when we gather people in town, in a group of maybe 100 to 150, 200, depending on the case, in a town hall meeting, we preach to them. One, we tell them about the good candidates of Peter Obi and Dati. We also tell them about Labour Party sensitization of the logo. And we also tell them that if you vote Peter, Nigeria will be good. So that is what we've been doing now. We've started the word sensitization, and as time goes on, we'll roll out to every ward in this federation. These are the little things we've been doing, and we know we'll continue more. Today, we have to work more than 6 good hours in Owerri, starting from locations that I have never trekked in my life before, but you can see the joy. You can see people coming out. You can see the crowd. Nobody was paid. We did it voluntarily, and we were happy doing it. You know, the Obi Dati movement is a movement that the more you walk, the more you're happy, because you know you're doing it for the fatherland, because you know you want to take back your country. So we, from the doctors and the medics for Peter Obi, the official health workers platform, we will do all we can to make sure we deliver that block vote. God helping us, 2023 will be our own. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Uzoagwu. And just like Dr. Uzoagwu has said, Senator Dati, our mantra is simple, and that is the time for citizens standing by and letting professional politicians run amok is no longer there. The citizens of Nigeria have risen, and you and our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, have encapsulated all the yearnings and aspirations of Nigerians, the youth, and the citizens have decided to take the bull by the horn to insist that we will throw everything into this campaign to ensure that the two of you get to Aso Rock. And as physicians and allied healthcare workers, our main tool is to ensure that as we are trying to preach the gospel of what your team bring to the table, we also pair healthcare outreaches, examinations, and all that to that as a win-win to bring people out and to also let them know what we're doing. Now, I will call Mr. Dr. SIMPA DANIA. He's actually my co-host for this evening to give his remarks. And then before I yield to you, Senator Dati, to talk to us about Dr. DANIA, please.
Good evening, sir. Permit me to stand on existing protocols. My name is Dr. SIMPA DANIA. I kind of help with media and strategy for the group. Everybody has said almost everything. I'll just add one point that I think is unique about the movement, which largely is about the use of technology in driving this whole processes. We're happy to announce that as the Doctors and Medics for Peter Obi, we've opened a hotline, 0700 Peter Obi, which anybody can call and receive free medical services, teleconsultation, telemedicine, across the country. It's manned by doctors and a couple of other team members. Just as, again, our own contribution to promoting the candidacy and also ensuring that we're able to get to the grassroots. We've also launched within our town hall meetings, an electronic digital healthcare platform that we're hoping to showcase to the people that when this candidacy comes in, healthcare will be practiced in a different, more modern, manner across board. So we just through the two technology, based initiative, we're trying to drive, the message down across every nook and cranny, because there's nowhere that technology cannot reach at this point in time, and using that to basically change the way the game is being played across board. And we believe that with this efforts of house, complementing what the candidates is doing and everybody else is doing, we believe that 2023 we'll be singing the congratulatory song at the end of the day. Thank you very much, sir. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Dania. And so I'll yield to you, Senator Dati. Just like you've had the previous people who have spoken, your candidacy and that of Mr. Peter Obi, it's a people-driven candidacy. And at the end of the day, we are hoping that the aspirations of every Nigerians will be actualized through the two of you. But I'll yield to you to give us your own remarks before we start taking questions from everybody. Senator Dati, I'll yield to you.
Thank you so much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the Doctors and Medics for Peter Obi, I warmly extend my greetings to you all. I begin by drawing your attention to the fact that the GDP of Nigerian diaspora is easily competing with Nigerian oil revenue. I hope you are aware of that. And I think amongst you, the largest contribution is coming from medical doctors and allied professionals. So you're very dear to us. You're making us proud each time our relatives go out of our country to go and meet you out there using foreign infrastructure, using Nigerian medical doctors to cure Nigerian patients. I will also
Senator Dati, we've lost you. Senator Dati, are you still there?
Hospital in Africa, which is complementing the Faculty of Medical Sciences of our flagship-based university. Please find time, reach us online, reach us by phone calls, and if you can, reach us physically. Come and see what we have. Let that be a precursor to what individuals like my humble self intend to do for our dear country.
I am always gladdened and strengthened to come across professionals, but also when those professionals have come together for a good cause. And more so when that cause is bringing the right leadership to Nigeria. I mean, I couldn't be any happier today at this point in time than meeting you people. I just wish we could rent somewhere, be it in UK, I don't have visa now for the US, anywhere abroad, sit down and meet with you people for silly marathon hours and exchange ideas. If that happens, I'll make you realize that we're people who walk the talk. His Excellency Peter Obi and I. The worst thing I wanted to ever do is to talk and do nothing. My records will show you, like Peter Obi will say, go and verify. Everything we spoke about, including being in politics, is because we intend to do what we talk about. At this point, I will just say the major highlights of our intentions.
Senator Dati. Okay, have to wait for him to come back. Senator Dati, we've lost you. Okay, so we've lost Senator Dati. We'll give him some time to get back, to continue to talk to us. Can any of the Board of Trustee members see if you can call him and let him know that he has dropped off?
At this time, I will once again share the pleasure of being here with you and move to you to please ask any questions you may have.
All right, continue, Senator Dati.
Yes. Sorry, where did I lose you?
You talked about, I mean, you've talked about so many things. You've talked about if it's possible to come to the diaspora to get a hall and then talk to all of us. So we'll take you up on that. We'll be reaching out to you down the road to see when you're ready to come. But
you were about to elaborate on your programs.
Yes.
Briefly.
Better security. Live in peace in our communities and within our communities and between our communities. No one attacking anyone anymore. Travel safe, travel far and wide, and take back our Nigeria. Then improved economy, move away from consumption and move into production. And then, of course, unite ourselves, clean out the imaginary lines of ethnicity and religion. Broadly speaking, these are our building pillars. At this point in time, I would like to once again share the joy of being here with you professionals and relax and share some questions from you, please.
okay, so I see a couple of hands up. If you can raise your hands if you have questions. So Ms. Beverly Issa, can you ask your question, please?
Yes, thank you, sir, and thank you, Your Excellency, for this opportunity. My name is Beverly Issa. I'm a United Nations Global Goals Ambassador for Health, and my question is really directed towards the youth of the diaspora. How can us in the US, Canada, and Europe really support the cause? Because we are firmly behind you. Thank you.
All right, thank you for keeping that very brief. I will take another.
You can come to Nigeria and vote. If you can't, do all the good things enumerated by our good friends here. Continue doing the good things you're doing.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
how you can help. Yeah, I like your question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'll call Dr. Dosumu to ask her question, please. Dr. Dosumu.
Good evening, distinguished Senator. We're glad to have you here tonight. So my question is about where you would advise us to take our outreaches to in the North. I mean, where do you think will enhance your gathering of votes in the North?
Can you rewind a bit?
Of the North?
I was interrupted. Can you rewind a bit?
Okay, so I was saying that I would like you to advise us on what parts of the North you think we should focus on when we're doing outreaches and trying to get people to campaign to people to vote for Peter Obi. You know, what parts of the North would you advise us to visit or concentrate on?
The northwestern states minus Kaduna.
Governor.
Hello.
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
The six northwestern states minus Kaduna.
Okay,
and then Borno, Yobe, and Bauchi state.
Dr. Ferdinand, please, you have to mute people. I mean, they're interrupting the senator,
Okay.
please.
Can we mute ourselves if we are not talking, please, everyone? Thank you.
Yeah, did you get my answer?
No, can you go
Yes,
back?
I did. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
So, Your Excellency, I missed that. So which states are you recommending that we can take the outreach to for people who did not hear very well?
All right. Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, Katsina, Kano, Jigawa, Bauchi, Yobe, and Borno.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. So I'll call on Dr. Nwafo Kinsley Okechukwu to ask his questions, please. Dr. Nwafo.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Nwafo.
Good evening, His Excellency. Good evening, our BOT chairman, the national coordinator, Dr. Ferdinand, other BOT members, and distinguished colleagues. Yes, Excellency, thank you so much for coming around today. This we heard directly from you. I can tell you that we are very, very happy to be part of this movement. For me, I see it as a revolution. And as a young man who wants to practice in Nigeria, who wants to remain in his country, I'll be so happy to see Nigeria working very, very well. The health sector being so nice. What we had in Owerri today was very, very nice. when we started, people started coming from everywhere. It was very, very massive. And it's a message that we're sending out. The Nigerians are tired of bad governance. The Nigerians, we need new life, that we need new Nigeria. And we believe in you and His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi. His Excellency, there is one question I would like to ask you or inform you. I don't know whether I will call it hearsay or just a rumor. There is this thing, because you people need to also help us if we hear certain things, if we look at it. I'm not hearing in the past 48 hours about the transfer of the director of ICT in INEC headquarters, one Mr. Nwafo. I've been transferred out from INEC headquarters to somewhere in INEC office in Enugu. And the young man, from what we heard, is responsible for most of the recent innovations that we are seeing in INEC in terms of the beavers, in terms of protecting the app and making sure this issue of double voting. Okay, so I think that is something, I don't know, I can't say categorically say it's true or false, but in a situation like this where we have certain to have opportunity to interact with people, it's nice that we'll pass that information across. Then the last one I would like to say is your party, the Labour Party. We believe that whatever we're doing, we also need them. I want you to help us at that national level. Let them bring it down to the states. It's as if that some of the Labour parties in various states are not doing. For instance, in my state, there was some little confusion about the issue of the 1 million march some weeks ago. But just that some coalition groups came together and said we must go ahead with what we wanted to do. It's assumed that some people, even within the party or some individuals, may not be so much interested. So what I'm trying to say is that you also look at what is happening at the various state levels with your party, so that we give Nigeria a new face. We are tired. We want a better Nigeria. We want a better country. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
All right.
So, Senator Dati, over to you.
Yeah, those were comments, not questions, actually. And I thank him very much for those comments. And he was speculating, and he wouldn't want me to speculate also on the reasons behind the transfer. But definitely our pastor's message and the appropriate quarters will do the needful.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we also
very good comments. I like them. I thank him for them.
Okay.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll call on Ms. Ifeoma Nwadike to ask her question, please, Ms. Nwadike.
Yeah, thank you so much, the moderator. Your Excellency, sir, I am so happy to have you here on this platform as you address Nigerians. Right now is the time of the youths. It's a massive movement. I personally have done so much work to promote this Labour Party and their candidate, because we believe right now that we can't afford to make any political mistake. So the youth are out to make sure we get this going. So my question is, we've been hearing and seeing on the social media where a lot of voters' cards are being destroyed. You see here, we've been doing so much to make people get their PVCs. And right now we see those PVCs inside the gutters, littered everywhere. So I don't know what is going on, or what's, I can say you, because you are the one we are seeing here presently, that you guys will need to put things together to make sure that these efforts Nigerians are putting in does not go down the drain. I know nobody has the monopoly of violence, because these old people that have held Nigeria in ransom for a very long time now, and we've been really patient, the youth have been really patient, and now we're trying to get things on the right track, and they're not letting us be. So it's gonna be terrible if they push the youth to the wall, because we want a change, and a change we must get. So we want the voters' card protected. And also we want to make sure when we vote that our votes are protected. Now they are moving around the INEC people, and then the Supreme Court will come to give election or power to those that didn't win. So my question again will be, what are you people putting on ground to check these excesses? Because we can't afford to make any more political mistake, and we will not let these old people hijack Nigeria again. We want to be on the track of the moving train. So what are you people going to do to help us? Because we are really doing our best right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're doing everything possible to protect genuine votes and the legitimate electoral process. Everything possible, everything that is on the table, we're using it. You would agree with me, we're going into elections, it's not best to, say everything, because then they will go and devise ways again. The destruction of voters' cards is weird, because if I'm not mistaken, all political parties want voters' cards. Who would not want their voters? There is something wrong, and I believe the party, through its different arms, are working to investigate. Even beyond the party, I think some law enforcement agencies are working to uncover that. You are very correct about the need for change, about the youth being tired, about the youth having been used, but also, and that the youth have been patient. Yes, I agree with you, but to an extent, the youth have also been a bit, if you forgive my language, a bit too easy. In fact, to an extent, a bit careless. If you see what happened in 2019. Now is the time to count our losses. Between 2015 and 19, see the depreciation in our country, and 19 to 23. We are one of those genuinely afraid of how things can really go wrong between now and the handover, if it happens next year. The youth have to wake up their ideas, really. I couldn't agree more with you. But finally, I assure you that everything that is on the table to protect votes and the process we're doing, involving the security agencies, law enforcement agencies, the courts, where when necessary, we'll go to courts, our own internal processes, creation of awareness, linkages with institutions, with NGOs, with international bodies, everything that is on the table we're deploying. Thank you. Chairman, I have another radio program that was meant to start now, but okay. I think I can for 5 minutes if you don't mind. I've been here for like an hour.
All right. Okay, thank you, Your Excellency. We'll try to accommodate.
So by 9:35, if you excuse me, I can still join the radio program.
Okay. I know you're very busy, man. We'll do that. Yeah. So I'll call on Mr. David Puajok, Plateau Youth for Peter Obi, to ask his questions quickly. And then Barrister Oshirin Ade should be standing by to ask next his own questions. David, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Very quick, please.
Hi.
I want to thank you for having time for us this evening, Your Excellency. Yeah, on the plateau, we are doing a lot. As we can see, this year's 2023 election is going to be different. And a lot of people are involved in doing this program. So we have been going through so many processes in seeing that a lot of people are involved, most especially in seeing that people register for their voters card. And now we are planning to see that we move people. There are a lot of voters cards that have not been collected. We want people to go and collect their voters card. And a lot of people in the rural areas have not gotten their awareness. And we are having a lot of issues getting to hard to reach areas. I don't know if there's anything that the party and the aspirants are doing to assist us in doing all these things, because most of these hard to reach areas, the people are ready to listen, but nobody has gone to those places. So,
okay, thank you.
Yes, through the state chapters, the party has been doing, I can tell you definitely in the Northwest, last month there was serious outreach to the most remote areas in the Northwest. As we speak now, this is going very much in the Northeast. I happen to know the plateau fairly well. It's not as rural as you think, Plateau State.
Yes,
Plateau State is fairly suburban, but through the state chapters, when the campaign council is finally commissioned and we get out to work, we will cure all those lapses that you're talking about. Thank you very much.
thank you, sir.
Oh, one last question, Barrister Oshirin-Ade, I'll yield to you to ask your question, please.
Thanks, Senator. My questions are twofold. I'm going to try to make it simple. The first one is, do you believe that the candidate is patriotic enough to put Nigeria first if he becomes president? That's number one. Now, the second one is there anything being done to make sure Nigerians abroad can vote? Thank you.
Very good questions. Number one is a categorical yes. His Excellency Peter Obi is not only seen as being patriotic, has proven to be patriotic. He was a businessman who, for the love of good governance, left business and ventured into politics, even though he wasn't a career politician. He went through all the difficulties and travails of gubernatorial elections. He fought like no one has done. You can see it in his records. The 3 years in court, first of many, 5 different things that he is first to do. I tell you, only acute patriotism will make anyone go through what Peter Obi has gone. So yes, he's patriotic, and that is why I sided with Peter Obi, because I believe in that, and because I am like that to the best that I know, and I have proven to be like that.
All right. Thank you. Your
question, a very good question. The second one, what are we doing about expatriates voting? I can tell you our intention that when, by the grace of God, if we win, we will make sure that Nigerian diaspora, subject to extant laws and provisions of the Constitution, will vote before 2027 election. I am a heavy user of technology. And in an earlier interview I held with our friends in Manchester, one of them asked me about collecting their passports, and I said we have even passed that stage. I wish today, under the leadership of the UN or some international body, countries could come together and begin a whole new era of passports, national and civic identities, in such a way that you don't have to carry the physical passport, or if you have to, it is either on in your wallet, your plastic card, or on your mobile phones, or even your biodata can be your passport. And if that be it, your registration, your voter registration card, your PVC is there with you, and you can vote electronically. So yes, we do have plans for expatriates. If only the powers that be today knew that diaspora voting, because they know what the diaspora are, very critical, independent-minded people who want genuine change. If they knew it was in their interest, today you'd be voting. But because they know they're not doing the right thing, that's why they will do everything to block you from voting. Thank you so much.
All right. So
Your
thank
Excellency,
you.
it's not if you win, but it's when you
So,
yes,
so
yes, Excellency.
Senator Dati, are you able to take one last question before you go to join your?
Okay, Chairman, because of you, yes, yes.
Okay, so I'll call Dentist Kenan to ask the last question, and then we will
Straight to the question, yes.
Straight to the point.
And then I'll remind you one more thing before I go.
All right, thank you. So Kenan, can you ask your question, please? Kenan, are you there? Kenan? Okay.
All right, before he joins,
can I ask if Kenan is not ready? If Kenan is not ready, I'm ready to ask my question.
All right, but please make it quick.
Very quick one. Thank you, Senator. Thank you, organizers. My name is Dr. Duru Kechuku. I want to find out from our Senator what he has identified, at least the first three things he has identified are the basic problems with our healthcare delivery in Nigeria. That is one. And I want to know what their party or what they plan to do for in the first 1 year, what we call the low-hanging fruits. What are they going to do in the first 1 year of being in office? First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the last quarter of the year for healthcare delivery. Because as we all know, our healthcare performance is not too sweet. Some of us do travel outside, and that is why most of the elites and politicians do go outside to access healthcare delivery. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let me remind you, we are dealing systematically. That is, we're dealing with the system. I'm not using systematically in the loose term. I'm using the contextual meaning of a system. We're addressing the system. So what will happen is happening across most of the sectors, including healthcare. Now, we're addressing bad governance, first of all. The spearhead, which will create the environment for everyone to do the right thing and the needful, is what His Excellency President Peter Obi, inshallah, and my humble self, and all those with us. That is no corruption, zero corruption. Minimize waste, cut out, cure our development in such a way that it delivers maximum benefit at minimal cost. This is what Nigeria and throughout our history have failed to do. Now you are having two businessmen in the name of Peter Obi and me coming to do. And we have demonstrated this in our respective careers. Then security will cut across. I had mentioned it before, so I refer to that. And then stop the slide in the Naira. Block it, no more fall in the Naira. These are the low-hanging fruits that you can expect. The things wrong with the health clinical matters, I would say, not just medical matters, but if you take the systemic issues, bad governance, corruption, misprocurement, indiscipline, nepotism, and the rest. These are the things wrong in health, in every other sector, in education, where I am, in transport, in aviation, in defense, in security, in housing. Everything is affected by this. That's why I call it systemic. Okay, Mr. Chairman,
yes.
At this point, I just want to remind you that I drew your attention. Nigerian diaspora, I'm of the opinion that their GDP is easily competing with Nigerian oil revenue. I bring you to task. Go and verify. That underscores how important you people are. I'm also of the opinion that we can do a very good partnership with you while you are there, out there in the world, making us proud.
Yes, we can.
Industries, factories, you can build estates, release mortgage from your second homes, not even the first one, and send it to Nigeria and employ people. Then think some of you can actually come to Nigeria to vote. Some of you, not all. Those who can, we need you to vote. Those who can't, we understand. Do the best you can from where you are. I thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you someday.
And thank you
Take
very
care now.
much, Senator. Thank you, Senator Dati.
Thank you
I
very
was
much.
to you. And just a brief thing, your candidature and that of Mr. Peter Obi, it's a collective, it reflects the collective aspiration of all of us as Nigerians for good governance. And we hope that the party will be willing to work with us as we start unveiling our town hall meetings and sensitization tagged, in addition to doing medical outreaches when we are doing that. Thank you very much. I'll let you go to the radio program that you have earlier planned for this evening also. Thank you so much.
All the best. All the best.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
All right. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, and bye.
For attending. Just as you have seen, the team is a listening team. We'll continue to have that conversation that is ongoing with them to see how we can improve things in Nigeria. Thank you all for coming, and then I wish everyone all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Please go on and join our WhatsApp groups so you can get updates on our next programs. Thank you.
Who is that? Who is talking?
Thank you very much.
Please drop them the WhatsApp number.
Good one, man.
Who is talking?
Thank you all from Borno State.
Thank you, Dr. Maiv. It's nice to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Taking action, the same thing our delegates